plays games with Steve
and Angel. Let's talk about bears.
Let's talk about bears, baby. Let's talk about bears.
Bears, yeah. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity, but just enough room to store a small item.
Well, they should brush better.
Because I wouldn't know. I never had a cavity ever. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear.
Is that you or Adrian Andrews saying that?
I think maybe I had like one or two, but they were like baby teeth. So
Yeah, same. I've actually never had a cavity as an adult.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're perfect.
Yeah.
You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
And now that I actually floss, I'm extra powerful. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes. Looks like it'd be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I was so distracted by the bear.
Nothing. You only see
bear.
Looks like there really was something to that bear after all. It's Adrian Andrews.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. And how did you know that? Hold it.
Hold it.
Wait, you.
Yeah. A puzzle? That's right, Luke.
That's right, Luke.
That's right. It's a puzzle.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
Oh yeah, I forgot your judge voice is kind of in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Like pork? Ballpark.
Ballpark.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle.
Unless you wore a top hat.
Okay. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. Just by looking at it. Hold it!
Hold it!
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
I
God.
already forgot.
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or
Rest of this episode, Angel's doing all the lines, starting now.
Oh my god, okay.
or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then, of course, that means Mr. Ungar didn't know, right? Or I'm doing it for the rest of the episode, right?
Okay.
We don't know anything about this figurine, so we should try to find out more for now. Yeah, I'll keep pressing her for more information. Wow, okay. If you can know the correct order, you can take the piece one at a time. Okay, you can take over again.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh, I thank you.
The bit wasn't funny.
Thank you very much. So you could take it apart? And how would one go about doing that?
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, you first turn its tail to the right.
Look, there he goes at Yurko's voicing Phoenix. Anyway. Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Ooh, this is most
Oh
interesting.
god, don't jerk it around like that.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Stop.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it.
So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
At its center is a small cavity. It's just enough to...
Hold it! And how do you know about this?
I know, because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
So if I do a judge line, don't press it. Then this was a present from you? And then Professor Layton, then this was a present from you. But yes, they are adjacent, yeah.
Yeah. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear.
Hold it!
Sorry, keep doing it. Hardwired.
Look at those lines, Yurko.
Look at those lines.
I'm gonna get
Yurko.
those lines, Jamie Yurko.
Well, Jamie Taco's the one that's stealing the lines.
Now shut up.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us. Juan and myself.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
You and I.
It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country.
But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get what was inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same once it's been broken.
I think this is about all I'm going to get for now.
Okay.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize
Or
that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside the fox box? What's inside?
I said bear box.
Yeah, that was more clever, I guess.
Bear box sounds like something you get in the mail monthly.
A subscription box of bear.
Right, a bear box.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness,
Using my code ProZD.
for your 10% off your first Build-A-Bear box.
Yes, I'll do that right now. That sounds like a great deal.
You are the only one who can open this. Please. I love her pants.
Yeah, they're really good. Love that
There's a
seafoam.
painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart.
Don't pressure me, okay?
What is it? It's like that Among Us being more like, he's crying now. Or is it Among Us?
For
Someone's like doing a puzzle and they're like, oh, he's like struggling. Oh, he's crying or something. Never mind, forget it.
Oh, I don't know what this is.
Okay.
I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
Well, what is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is. Do we, Mr. Wright?
Sorry.
Stop taking his lines. It's the suicide note. The suicide note. The suicide note left by Juan Corridas for former manager Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Oh.
Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When he discovered his body, I looked for the bear.
I lurked.
I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least, that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of this note aloud. Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the dead silent courtroom.
He reads it like popcorn style, like a high schooler.
Popcorn! Ma, Edgeworth. All right.
In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her.
Which person would be like, and it was the best of times. It was like
Half this cast.
Gumshoe for sure.
Yes,
Maya,
yeah.
maybe Phoenix on his first day.
Yeah.
Maybe Phoenix on most of his days. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Corrida and On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all.
And that's all Ms. Impax had to say. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. On Guard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of that note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word! Man on Guard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Doop, doop, boop, bloop. It's on Guard's fault that woman killed herself. At this time, he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible! What a selfish person! I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too! That's right, Jimmy Stewarts. There is no margin for doubt here. Mr. De Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
Yerk. The lines aren't coming from Steve's mouth, they're coming from Angel's mouth. They're in Angel's mouth.
Sorry.
I know, it's confusing.
It's not that confusing. Go ahead, Steve.
How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I could find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry! Suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue?
Should I save?
Sure!
Why should I save?
Why should I care? Which
Even
one of
if my
these?
health goes down, I can just reload.
The suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? And this is to stop this line of questioning somehow and distract them. Correct?
You want to prolong the trial, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The suicide note or the figurine. Can we get more of that out of the figurine? It's whether or not who got what. But the note, Adrian was hoping to get it. But it was hidden. What if it's fake? What if it's a fake note? I'm gonna go for the note. Objection! Damn it! Objection!
No, not you!
I just wanted to finish it. I might as well just do it. Anyway.
Sometimes I want to finish it too. Please wait, Your Honor.
Please wait, Angel. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook.
I think Your Honor believes that Matt on Guard killed in order to obtain this note.
I'm sucking my lips in every time Phoenix is on screen now, just so I don't do it again. Just so the audience knows.
Edgeworth does the same thing.
Yes, that is correct.
But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corrida under the night of the murder. Until the night of the murder. Under the night. That's weird. Until the night of the murder.
Under the night.
If that is the case, I say that Matt on Guard could not have known what was written on this note.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Exactly. If I did think of it that way, I thought that, but I did think of it that way.
But I did think of it that way.
I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said.
Order, order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It was just a flash. I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Did you forget this time?
Sometimes I forget to do sounds for that.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
Man on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival.
He's like playing keep away with all the evidence.
They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. It's like Edgeworth and Gumshoe like tossing it between each other. Oh, stop!
Guys!
And the victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt on guard. Order, order! Ahem, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities.
Well, sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I am the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. So.
Yeah, I was hoping it was got dogs. I was like, that's not what I sound.
But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch, using this.
Gumshoe's Bug Sweeper.
My favorite Ace Attorney spin-off game. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt on guard's fingerprints were on there.
Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On Guard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that.
Hey, what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop. Don't look at him.
Don't look at him.
The way you're sweating is just so ew, nasty.
Phoenix. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What am I going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seemed like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case. But, in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
Only riddles 3.
All right, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go?
I assume we have the evidence.
I have an objection, Your Honor.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Do you think the audience would hate if he went like when he did that thing? Or is that one of their is that one of their yucks?
That's like, oh, he's just trying to get the attention of the courtroom squirrel. Objection! No more of this It drives me nuts. Your Honor, the defense has no intentions of letting this go so easily.
Ah, squirrel joke. You are beginning to sound desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said?
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence.
The transmitter changes footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data. Did they look into this? Or does this actually have anything to look through? Because we went to the mansion and we looked for a VHS tape, but it was gone.
Yeah.
So, and I don't have that tape. At least I don't think. Would it be the transmitter?
You want an answer?
I kind of do.
Sure. So, what's something that we wouldn't have been able to really closely look at yet? Just the nature of this trial.
I mean, how the murder happened?
No.
Footage?
A piece of evidence that, like, there was no way we could have examined it closely because of reasons.
Oh. Because of reasons.
What's something we couldn't have examined before this trial?
Before this trial? Mm-hmm. Guitar case, suicide report. We couldn't have examined the suicide note before this trial because it was in the bear.
What couldn't have we examined?
The suicide note?
Okay.
And inside the figurine, it tells the Mr. Guard's horrible misdeeds. Is it that? But we just read it out loud. Or, hold on. There's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. The fingerprints on it? You guys are very quiet, so I'm gonna present it. Oh.
Take that!
That is Ms. Impax's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh.
No, the handwriting.
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, has yet to be even remotely confirmed.
Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting...
Mr. Wright, are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear?
How dare you?
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Objection! But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could have solved the puzzle is the witness herself.
Ah! My eyes!
Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt On Guard.
I did no such thing.
Objection! Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of the proof lies with you, the prosecution.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. Impossible. Meaningless. That's impossible.
This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial.
No! That's impossible!
No! I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate.
That's my butt. That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. On guard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty! 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 Guilty!
Guilty?
Left their phone on.
Oh, that's really rude.
Well, what is that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Before the hello, Gumshoe. I'm in court. Hello, Gumshoe. What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
But
Don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty! 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 Guilty!
we are guilty. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and. Oh!
What is it?
Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that.
Can you put Edgy on the phone?
He wants to talk to you.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch!
Take that.
Oh, that's great.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I absorbed it.
Yeah, like his ass got like ate it.
Please, you gotta buy her some more time.
Court is in session.
Wow. Didn't even say goodbye.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but
I am reluctant to do this, however. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
this time, I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, no, it's bad.
Objection!
Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
Why did you wait for that dramatic pause before doing this? For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
If not, your pizza's free.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes.
Please, Your Honor.
That's all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
Please!
Please.
Pleek.
Very well.
What am I thinking of? Please! What?
Please.
I think it's
I was
this.
2 seconds away from going, please!
Yeah.
please.
At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. We're out of kickballs.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
And we need more parent chaperones, so this is the last one. The court will now take its final recess of the day. I call Jungle Jim. Oh, I know what it's very obscure. The police I was thinking of was Fagin from Oliver and Company. Because you know when he's like talking to Sykes,
yeah,
he's like, "Please." Anyway. Anyway, right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
The killer. Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time.
But something.
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. Well, but the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things you left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so this is just a regular crime, so I had to... I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my Hunger Junk card, say I'd be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
All right, just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission, and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! Don't stop me now! I'm pulling out all the stops and running red lights.
Items left by the murderer. Huh. Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this.
Oh, what?
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop.
What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? You've got to hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen!
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Why? Oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment?
There is a way.
That's right! There is a way!
What? How?
I'm sure we could find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this!
Do you remember how we can find the detective? Well, actually, he's not a detective.
Yeah.
Because he got fired from his job.
I crashed my car. How can you find me?
Good question.
Do you remember?
I don't. Kidnapper, he goes by the name of the killer. Is that one of the things that he took?
What?
Like one of the pieces of evidence? Like, did they leave the transceiver?
No.
No. I guess I don't know that for sure. How can I track him? A credit card receipt. Can I mean, no, because he's not dead. Or, no. That's... I was gonna... No, wait, she's not even here. I was gonna say maybe Mia. I don't think that makes sense. Professor, can I have a hint, please?
Do you remember there was someone was always knew where Gumshoe was?
Oh. Yeah. So her, just okay.
Take that!
Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Hello.
Francisca. Will she even want to help us?
No, probably not.
Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so.
That's what I did all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, it's almost like for the first time in this series, I'm acting more like a normal defense attorney instead of like trying to figure out who actually did this, like a prosecutor would. It's interesting. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict.
Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff?
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
I mean, think really hard. I'd give it a day.
Yeah, like a day or two or so? Yeah.
A day or so.
A day or so. A day or so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the first 5 numbers of the number bet.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
No, there's the alphabet for letters.
Oh,
so the number bet is for numbers.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking end the episode.